Hi, I'm Lisa with Unlimited Book Reviews, and today's review is for Permanent Change of Station by Christopher Rector. You can see the cover there. It's a book about Vietnam. So the stats on this book, it's listed right now on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca under Thriller and Suspense in the military. It's currently ranked 2534 on Amazon.com and 1081 on Amazon.ca under that genre. It's not in a series or anything like that, so that's not applicable, and it's 176 pages long. Now, there are a lot of characters in this book, and it kind of rotates through all their points of view, so I'm going to list out the main ones here, kind of in the order that they were introduced in the book. There's Major Akio Tanaka, Specialist Bernie Rogers, Adam Nussbaum, Lieutenant General Burt Wacker, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Bull Basham, and First Lieutenant Mike Dempsey, and Sergeant First Class Big Ben Tanata. So if I had to pick the main one that I thought maybe the character development centered around the most, I would pick Adam. That's why I put a little asterisk by his name. So the book description. Almost 50 years ago, Richard Nixon was elected with a secret plan to end the Vietnam War. This book follows a group of Americans thrust into this war in 1969. The characters continuously rotate into and out of the unit, follow the action, love affairs, and secret missions during the characters' permanent change of station during the Vietnam War. So looking at it from Adam's point of view, this is what I kind of got for him. When a drafted young man from New York City is struggling to accept his new life in Vietnam interrogating prisoners, he ends up in a heavy combat and watches previous antagonists die with honor, maybe even saving his life in the process. During the fight for their lives and after, he realizes he has developed a real camaraderie and gets pulled more and more into the thick of battle by his new buddies. He has to come to terms with the death and nightmares and get back home alive to his own previous life, helping keep as many of them alive in the process and then honoring those that fall after. He's the one that I just felt I saw the most character development with, even though they all kind of had different characters that lived and died during the course of the book. This is the one that, you kind of saw the growth and the book wound down with type of thing. So it was definitely original. I'd never read anything like it. Not that I've read a whole bunch of war books, but it was definitely suspenseful. You didn't know who was going to live or die because of the way the characters were written in the book. There was a little bit of humor, definitely lots of drama and conflict, a little bit of mystery, and lots of action. So definitely good. The writing. The author is Christopher Rector. I would call it an intermediate style, written in third person. I would say the main thing that made it kind of difficult to read at some points were lack of scene breaks, like going from one scene to the next. There wasn't sometimes you'll see little asterisks or a little decorative symbol or something showing that, we're moving on to some new characters in a new scene. That made it a little bit tricky sometimes. But there were only a few little typos, no weird glaring inconsistencies. You weren't really left hanging or anything like that. We all kind of know how that war went. And he has 4 of the books. He has 7 books out, and 4 of them right now are in Kindle Unlimited that I could see when I looked. And did I like it? Yeah, I definitely liked it. It was good. Good book. Definitely okay. Definitely if you're into wars and those sorts of things, this is a good book for you. Definitely followed their lives well. So quotes highlighted by the readers. I'm not a woman who wants to spend the rest of my life pushing a double amputee to his appointments at the VA or putting flowers on a grave each month. That was Katie in the book. I think all of us who live here are trying to sort this out. Remember, our country has been almost continuously invaded and occupied for 3,000 years. We just have a new set of invaders. That's Major Dung, someone that he was interrogating at one point. Nothing prepares you for teenagers being blown apart. Maybe I thought this would be like a football game with guns. I'm not sure. That was Mike that said that. So serious stuff. There was one review on Amazon.com, so he's at a solid 4 out of 5. Gabriel Constan's heading is Fiction That Could Be Real. The body said, a well-informed blend of fiction, autobiography, and memoir. It gets under your skin, takes you back to the war, and brings to mind a number of scenes from films and other books about America's political deception and the soldiers and families who paid the price for it. Everyone in the story has their own story and personal view of how they got to Vietnam, what they believe and or what they are fighting for. Lieutenant Colonel Robert Bull Basham sees everything as fleeting and lives for the momentary pleasure and profit. Bull knew there was no permanence to any of this, the hotel, Leanne, his mistress, or the war. The primary protagonist, Adam Nussbaum, is an idealist from Manhattan who works as an interrogator and ends up in the field with First Lieutenant Mike Dempsey and Big Ben Tanata, SFC, Sergeant First Class. They end up developing a bond that only those who have fought and died together understand. From beginning to end, readers can feel Mike's perspectives and feelings evolve. His understanding and respect for his comrades, Peter's Savory, Katie, Mike, and Major Tanaka deepens as his disgust and distrust of others grows. So I definitely agree with that one. That's how I kind of felt about it too. It could be real. It's very well written. Makes you wonder about the author too, if he was there. Doesn't look like it from his picture though. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video and it helped you decide on this book or find out more about it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Thanks so much for stopping by.